baby. Doesn't that kind of look like a couple of dragons? Come on, baby. Keep smoking. Oh yeah, I got a number over here. Look at that. Last week, sitting in the car. I'm gonna pull this out of the way. Show you the back. Okay, guys, Andy here. I'm feeling kind of guilty because with the help of my coworker on second shift, we got a young woman fired tonight. But it wasn't without good cause. Yesterday, this assembly line, which has like 15 workers, we spent 3, maybe close to 4 hours over there because they said the line's just shutting down for no reason. And this line has like 4 robots on the front part, and I know at least has 1 robotic screw machine on the last part, and so 5 robots, and this machine is, this assembly line is shutting down for no reason. Well, it's my job to find out the problem with the machine or assembly line and fix it. And last night, Rob and I know for sure I spent at least 3, maybe 4 hours of my 8-hour shift on this line last night. And then they didn't have a problem on third shift. They didn't have a problem on first shift today. And I asked my supervisor about it, at the beginning of my shift. I said, hey, we had a lot of problems with the Camry line last night. Did you guys have any problems with it today? And he says, no. And he says, and third shift didn't have any problems. I didn't see any service tags turned in. And I'm like, Well, Rob and I had talked about this last night. And we checked pretty much everything on this assembly line. And we said last night that somebody was hitting an e-stop, because on the computer screen it kept showing like an e-stop failure. Well, then we come in today, and the first hour we didn't get any calls or anything. Well, they had this problem last night. They knew how to restart it. And after the first hour, they came to us, specifically to the maintenance department, and they said, listen, this line has shut down 9 times in the first hour. Something's going on. So Rob and I, we went out there to that assembly line for the Camry, Toyota Camry, and Rob says, we're going to have to babysit it and figure out what the problem is. So we both stood there and we kind of watched for about, maybe 10 minutes. And Rob said, we got another call to another machine, and Rob says, I got to go to this other machine. I'm like, go, Rob, man, I'll stay here and watch. So I sat there and I watched from about 5 o'clock, and about 5:42 or something, Rob come back. Yeah, probably it's like 5:35. And he says, any problems? I said, no, man, it's been running smooth. Over half hour, haven't had any problems. And Rob says, there's somebody on this line hitting an e-stop. I said, yeah, we discussed that last night. And we talked about it for a few minutes. And Rob says, man, there's only 3 people on this line last night, or tonight. There was 15 people last night. Because they weren't running the whole assembly line, they were just running some stuff to like get ahead. The first part, because if the robotics section, because that's where we had the problems with the robots. If the robotics section has a problem, then they have parts stored up in boxes that they can keep the rest of the line running. Heater's kicking on, or air conditioning. But Rob says, you know, there's only 3 people on this section tonight. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you know, like yesterday, Frank's been there for years. The other lady, I don't know her name, she'd been there for years. And then the new girl. And Rob says, you know, she's hitting the E-stop. And I said, yeah, I think so too. Rob's like, well, I wish I had a video camera. I said, dude, I got one in my jacket pocket. I do YouTube videos. I always carry my video camera. So Rob's like, go get it. They're going to break in 10 minutes. So he watched the line while I went and got my video camera. And for the 45 minutes that I watched, and you know, the couple minutes that he watched, the line didn't shut down. Never had a problem. So at 5:45, they went to break. I had my video camera in my pocket, and we set it up on the one girl that was new and that we were sure was the problem. And we set the video camera up, and we were gone before they got back from break. Left the video camera running. And I'll show you the footage now of where she hits the E-stop. You'll see her run a couple of parts. She's putting them on the line. She's feeding them to the robots. And then she kind of gets itchy. She's like itching her hand. Oh, you know, should I do it? Should I do it? And then you'll see her reach up, and she hits the E-stop, which is right in the video. It's right in where we had the camera hidden. She reaches up and hits the E-stop, and then it lights up. You'll actually see like a red glow on her hand while she tries to hurry up and pull that E-stop back up. And let me show you the video. And yeah, you'll be surprised that, you know, this girl, what her reasoning was or what her thinking was as to do this, I have no idea. I mean, free money so she can go chit chat with the girls next door or whatever. But we caught her last night. We knew what it was last night, but we caught her tonight on video camera. And it was, if not for the fact that I had my video camera with me to catch her doing this, we'd have been stumped. It's like what we used to call at my old job, stump the chump. Stump the chump, you know. And she had shut us down for, I spent at least 3, maybe 4 hours on that line last night. And tonight, we just knew better. We knew better, and because I had my video camera, we caught her. And they walked her out the door. And that's why I carry my video camera every single day. You never know when you're going to need it. So let's show you the footage.
Yeah.